I studied sociology and music. I kind of did a double concentration or a double major. Back in that day, the music department was very history, theory, and pedagogy. It was more the, technical and academic context of music as opposed to actual music making. Today, they've grown a lot and there's a lot more musical and artistic practice. But I got there and I was like, you know what? I don't exactly want to become a historian or a pedagogue. So what else can I do? What else can I look at? And I looked to the sociology department, which was really interesting because it's a liberal arts school. So you're not getting technical degrees. So when I thought, I love the arts, I want to be involved in some way. Maybe that looks like arts administration. It's got the word administration in the title. I can say that that's a job. Sociology seemed like the clearest or most interesting path for me toward that, because I thought, wow, what is social movement in terms of groups over time? And why do we, even deign as a group of people over history to make cultural practices and artifacts? That was further to this big underlying question of why? Why is that concert hall there? Why do we have a canon? Why is this a group of, music that we continue to program over and over again? What is the social organism that made all of that stuff? After going to Harvard and graduating, I was trying to figure out, well, okay, now how does this translate into a job? What do I want to do next? And it basically ended with me kind of dabbling in a lot of different corners of the arts administration world in a kind of free way. I worked a little bit for the American Repertory Theater, which is in Boston. I got that job through an internship I had. I did all of those jobs and I thought, okay, maybe I'll go to business school and I'll formalize this. I'll become an administrator very officially and get a business degree. Or I would give myself the challenge of going to conservatory and pursuing singing, because I still wanted to see, is this something possible that I could do? So looking at business school applications, that didn't seem so interesting. I didn't really want to walk down that path. It didn't seem like the right world or something that would actually hold my attention. So I kind of challenged myself. I said, I'd audition for conservatories. If I got in, I would do that. And if I didn't, I'd think of a new grad school plan. And so I auditioned for a bunch of places and got into Juilliard. And I took that as, the sign or the inspiration to go pursue singing. So bringing back this broader experience that I kind of accidentally had, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I realized that in the context of being a graduate singer, but also, figuring out the early parts of my career, I had a kind of a certain perspective on looking at what I was doing that was different than a lot of my colleagues, because I understood what the world around us was doing and how it worked.